The Delhi International Arts Festival, a multi-event, multi-venue festival of arts that made its debut in 2007, is positioned as India's signature festival. Spread over a period of 17 days, from the 7th to the 23rd of December, this festival infused a cultural energy across the national capital region of Delhi. Presented by the Forum for Art Beyond Borders, the Delhi International Arts Festival was organized by PRASIDDHA Foundation, which has a track record of having created cultural and tourism equities like the Hampi National Tourism Festival, hailed as the Avignon of India, the Sharad Vaibhav, and the Eka Aneka Festival. The Delhi International Arts Festival followed an unprecedented model of public-private partnership in its truest sense. It was conceived and designed as a people's festival by the nationally awarded and renowned Bharatanatyam dancer Pratibha Prahlad.
The Delhi International Arts Festival is conceived to be the biggest festival that India has ever seen. It's designed on the lines of the famous international festivals like the Edinburgh, the Singapore Arts Festival, the Beijing International and others. The reason being that India is now forging ahead as a global economic power, and I think it's time for us to assert our rightful place as a global cultural power.
The Delhi International Arts Festival is a projection of Brand India. As India rises to be a global economic entity, DIAF attempts to draw the attention of the world to India's soft power expressed through the arts. This festival aims at making Delhi the new cultural capital of the world. Mr. Tejendra Khanna, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, is the patron-in-chief of the festival. The Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, Srimati Sheila Dikshit, is its chairperson. The Delhi International Arts Festival is unique because it incorporates in its ambit every flavor, aspect and mood of art and culture with the best from the national and the international artists. In its debut year itself, the DIAF was hailed as the Apex Cultural Festival.
900 artists, 85 performances and over 40 venues. That's impressive. But what is more impressive is the fact that each of these venues had been chosen with great care and just the right performance was located in each venue. For instance, the choir, the West Music Choir, was located at the Cathedral Church of Redemption and at the Baha'i House of Worship. The moment of everybody coming out of the auditorium and seeing that translucent lotus temple was a magical moment. The 900 artists that we had featured in this festival included artists from the folk communities of India, well-known classical artists, absolutely masters in their field, and international artists. I think the spectrum was quite spectacular. This is a festival I would die to attend myself.
The beat of the drums at Tihar Jail heralded the start of the outreach segment of the festival, which was sponsored by the Sangeet Natak Academy, which took the classical arts outside of the Mandi House Mile. This segment had 11 venues spread across the National Capital Region of Delhi, including Gurgaon and Noida.
This is a multi-arts, multi-venue festival. The model that this festival rests on is the Bhagidari concept, which is actually the pet project of the Chief Minister of Delhi, Srimati Sheila Dikshit. This is public-private partnership in its truest sense. We have the corporate bodies, which are actually which have a CSR for the arts, like Airtel, which is our principal sponsor. And we have government bodies on which this whole festival rests, and these are the 4 pillars of the festival. The Sangeet Nat Academy, which is the national body of music, dance and drama. The IGNCA, which is Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts. The ICCR, the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, which brings in the foreign component for the festival. And we have the ITDC, the India Tourism Development Corporation, which has helped us with the youth festival and also with hosting many of our artists in their hotels.
Abhimanj Theatre at the National School of Drama was the venue of the theatre festival that featured works of 3 groups. This segment was inaugurated by Mr. Rakesh Mehta, Chief Secretary of Delhi, for whom this was his first engagement with the constituency of the arts.
Goa this Christmas, that's what we're going to do. We'll do Sydney next Christmas by the time a little bit has rolled in, yeah? All right. Today it was a wonderful audience, and we were getting a lot from you always catch an audience feeling, and it was a very warm audience.
I think it's a very creative initiative that has been taken, and the first event today which I came to witness was this brilliant play by Maya Rao, and if this is going to be the beginning, I think the other events are going to be equally creative and brilliant.
A special session in collaboration with the UNODC was organized at the India Habitat Center. This session aimed at familiarization of the artist community associated with DIAF with issues of social justice and human trafficking. The issues touched an immediate chord amongst the artists and even resulted in some commitments.
I was extremely empowered to see that Delhi International Arts Festival has collaborated with UNODC and has come forward with a concept as that. So when I attended that seminar, I thought it was a fantastic step towards awakening our own selves.
With Indian writers making a mark globally, DIAF celebrated the voice of the young authors in an exclusive program that included a book launch and a free-flowing discussion with young authors.
In fact, I spent a whole year out of school and living in my grandfather's home.
The chief guest, Nafisa Ali, participated enthusiastically.
I don't think you have too many platforms like this, especially for young authors, to go out there and speak about their book, their life as a writer, for example, in my case, along with the career that I have on a full-time basis. So I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful platform, and I was extremely excited. I think it's wonderful to promote readership.
I think just the access people get to it, the way you're doing it at different locations, people can travel more easily, they can come to various places at various times of the day and they can access art. I think it's a very good thing to do it like that.
So it gave me an opportunity to also share in their stories and of course express some of mine.
And then it was lovely interacting with them. It was lovely interacting with the audience, trying to solve somebody's problems who wants to write. And that's the sort of thing an arts festival does, bring out people like that. And you have a forum where you can talk to, interact with writers.
In the shadow of the serenely beautiful Lotus Temple, a concert of Western classical music was held at the auditorium of the Information Center of the Baha'i House of Worship. For the first time, a concert of Western classical music was incorporated as a part of a mainstream festival.
I think this festival is a brilliant idea, and I think we should make it a yearly event. You see, I always thought that Delhi should be put on the international network of music and events happening, and so far it hasn't achieved that. This is what in the field of Western music we have tried to make people understand that India was not just for Indian music, but it had a global vision.
I'm very, very happy to find a singer, Indian singer, who like Western music. This is a very good experience, human and musical. And I'm very happy to participate in the festival.
Well, we're very happy that the Delhi Arts Circle has included Western classical music today. And in this festival, it hasn't been done before. And I think it's very justified because there's so many Indians doing very well abroad also. And we find that in their own towns, they don't have a platform.
I think this is a wonderful festival that's able to show the various art forms of India, the tribal, the Western, the classical, dances, music, and including writing. I mean, this is a beautiful way to showcase the Indian heritage. The idea is that we are all one human race, and these different cultures only reflects the principle of unity in diversity. And the Delhi Arts Festival is a wonderful way to celebrate the same idea.
The concert featured young Indian solo and choir singers from the Delhi Opera Ensemble and the Delhi Chamber Choir. It was conducted by Gabriela Roder-Rechner. One of the highlights of the Delhi International Arts Festival 2007 was the Youth Festival at the Ashok Amphitheatre. Spread over 6 evenings, each evening featured 4 groups who showcased their talents in the field of music, dance, group and contemporary choreographies. The band, being the finale every evening, allowed for new audiences to become engaged with the classical arts. This segment of DIAF featured nearly 200 artists. It was partly supported by the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and was inaugurated by the Minister, Mr. Manishankar Iyer.
Well, it's a great thing, and that's why my ministry has supported the youth section of it. I think this is the kind of thing which a capital city needs perhaps more than it needs the Commonwealth Games. Let's just get going on the cultural side. Well, as I understand it, the intention is to make this a periodic, perhaps an annual function. And when you look at the artists that they have gathered together for this at one place and at one time,
This is the only festival in the country which is actually giving a platform to the young artists and promoting them.
I think this is a unique opportunity to different art forms to meet in one place and understand each other's art forms. And for the Delhi audience also, to see different dance forms like music, dance, and see and interact with the people, with the audience. I think this is a very great experience and to honor to be performed in this first festival.
एक साथ सारे भारत के जितनी कला हैं उन कलाओं को देखना वो एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है.
To have all these different kinds of performances and performers and forms of art, I think it's very good, and I think it's maybe showing that that Delhi maybe as mature as a city.
I think it's a great opportunity that has been given to youngsters, and there should be more.
Youth जितने भी हैं उनको लगता है कि हाँ कुछ तो चीज़ है जिसको इतनी अहमियत दी जा रही है.
I think it's really a great forum for youngsters to come together. A lot of youngsters would come and see the wide variety of arts that we have, ranging from classical to fusion to pure Western.
An unusual film festival of short films on arts and artists from around the world was curated and conducted as a part of DIAF at Alliance Francaise. The event featured 75 of the best international and documentary and short films on arts and artists. There was a special section on video dance taken from the Video Dance Festival of India, Dance Lens, organized by Cree Foundation, and the Festival of Films on the Arts by the Jatin Das Center for the Arts. The embassies of France, Germany and Japan participated actively, as did the Milano Documentary Festival. NetPack coordinated this segment of the festival.